So good to be here with you now. So, I have a message that's been coming through and I'm going to attempt to share it. Fix my jammy. Okay, there we go. I think this is all good. Yeah, so there's so many ways to awaken. There's so many different beautiful paths of awakening. And when I first became a yoga teacher, I learned of this path of meditation, hours and hours of meditation. And I had a guru-like person, but not a guru, but a friend, now a friend, show up to my yoga class and shared with me Ayurveda, this path of healing the body to close the gap between what you understand experientially or intellectually to what you experience. Right? Closes the gap. It heals the ama, the emotional digestion, the healing. So it's a path of consciousness through taking care of the body, awakening the body to have less. Ama is like white sticky gunk that blocks your energy, right? So there's this meditation path, and then there's this body path, right? And for me, I love both of those paths, and I started on both of those paths. But my awakening happened through sex, through sacred sexuality, through experiencing God as oneness. That was a life-changing moment. And it wasn't with necessarily my beloved. It was with my Tantra friend, teacher, right? And so to experience the mysteries of the universe through this beautiful, intimate interaction changed me. I mean, it put me on this path of knowing. I knew that part of my dharma, part of my purpose, one of the reasons that my soul chose to come back now was to share this path of sacred sexuality because it's way easier. It's way easier than healing the body. It's way easier than meditating for hours and hours and hours. And it's not, right? Because you have to deal with all your own stuff to be able to be so heart-centered and vulnerable and open with a partner in order for the third energy to come in. And that could be called the Horus, it could be called Shekna. It could be called, I think sometimes it's misunderstood as Kundalini. But there's a third energy that enters this sacred space, and that is the divine. It is the oneness. It is the source of life, and it is awakening. It heals and it awakens. And so finding a path to be vulnerable and open with your beloved is finding one of the most powerful self-healing paths that there is. And awakening, why do we want to wake up? Why do we want to become more conscious? Well, it's not an easy thing, but it is what almost all of the souls on the planet right now signed up for. We are literally here to bring in a new humanity, and we're doing it. And it's exciting and it's fun. And it breaks my heart when people are taking their lives because they can't handle it. Their soul can't handle the amount of stuff, and they maybe haven't found a path that gives them hope or faith. And it's hard, and I think this goes back to the sexuality piece, is embracing your sexuality, embracing the erotic in life, embracing eros, your desire and your passion. This leads you to your purpose, to your dharma, and gives you a reason to keep living. I am a divine feminine mastery coach, and I guide women into freedom through sacred sexuality, through awakened relationship dynamics, and mastering leadership, self-mastery first, and then how to guide others in a compassionate, loving way. I love being a guide and a mentor and a teacher. So I have my main offering, which is a initiation. And then I also have retreats and a special VIP offer for couples that I run with my beloved, and it's a sacred couple initiation. So if you want any of that information, you can let me know. Yeah, that's all that I wanted to share in this video. Thank you. Sacred sexuality is the path that my soul found and is here to share. And it's interesting because there's so many beautiful sacred sex teachers, and I don't really hear them connecting the mystery of the universe with these practices. It's like, oh, you can have orgasms for hours, which is true. Or your partner can have orgasms and you can pass energy back and forth, which is true. It's really fun. This is true. And it's healing and it's awakening your consciousness to be in this type of love and passing energy back and forth. It heals you. It drops the layers of the mind. You can't be in that space if you're in your mind. You have to be in your body and in your heart and in your spirit. And then magic happens, right? And this is where the sex magic comes in. And then you can manifest things. Then things start to shift and change. And it's really powerful. But I think it's also at the core mystery teachings. Every esoteric mystical school, Christian mysticism, like Hebrew mysticism, Buddhist mysticism, you can keep going. I've studied almost all of them, everything that I've found. And when you get to the heart of the mystics, it's always about love. And it's always about connecting with the divine and as an experience. And it's the easiest way is through sex. We're already having sex. So how do you get to that place? How do you get so vulnerable and open that you can experience God and heal and awaken through sex? I know how. I can help you if you want to learn. And it is my favorite path. And I love love and devotion. Love and devotion to the divine is where I started. And then being able to shift love and devotion of the divine into your beloved as a form of the divine. Oh my goodness. It's amazing to worship at the altar at my beloved's body. And it's amazing to have him worship at the altar of my body. And for us to be in such a sacred ceremony of union when we're fucking. Like, what? So amazing. So this is what has come through for me to share. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. My beloved and I are creating a really affordable mini course just to help people really get started on this path and start to become aware of what are the things that are blocking you from this experience of God. And you'll learn that in that path and what you need to work on to continue to move down it. And if you don't have anything, then great, you can experience God tomorrow. All right, let me know if you have any questions. I'm here to serve, and I am stepping out in service now. It was nice and fun to just hide and experience God on my own. And now the universe is like, you really got to share this shit. So here we are. See you in the next video.